All right, my friends, welcome to episode 217 of Prof and Dev Play Games. My name is Larry, the professor at Prof Plays Games on Twitter. Over there is Anthony, the dev at SummerSpeak. And because I can't use a calendar, we are one day late because I forgot I had date night with my wife on the night that we usually record. So I apologize to everyone who waited for this amazing episode.
It's going to be amazing.
It is. We've set it up for success. We're going to talk about the most amazing, successful gaming platform since Ouya, Stadia, which launches on the 19th, and I have pre-ordered the Founders Packet, so I'm talking shit while having put money down for this thing.
You have put money down for it. Yeah,
I guess technically I haven't been charged yet, but
it probably doesn't charge until it ships.
Correct. So I decided to put it down on that, whatever the release date reveal thing was, and then change my mind if I was going to later cancel or whatever. But I've kept it so far, and it's supposed to launch on the 19th. And they said that they have 12 games available at launch.
12.
With maybe some more by the end of the year.
Yeah. But how does it feel to have 12 games?
So
and let's be clear, 12 games with one exclusive.
Is Guilt or Kina the exclusive? Which one's the
Guilt?
Guilt, okay. That's a Tequila Works, I think, right?
Kine, yeah.
Oh, Kine, okay.
Kine game, I'm pretty sure is just... it came out a month ago.
Okay.
And it's on every platform.
So let's do the list here for the 12 that are going to be there on launch. It's Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Yep.
It's Destiny 2, the collection, which I assume is everything through Shadowkeep.
Yeah.
And then there's Guilt, Just Dance 2020, Kine, whatever you said, Mortal Kombat 11, Red Dead Redemption 2, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, Thumper, Samurai Showdown. That's the launch.
That's it.
And if you don't own a console and haven't played any of these games, I feel like that's kind of solid. Red Dead 2, Mortal Kombat 11, Destiny 2, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, maybe a Shadow or a Tomb Raider game. That's a lot of hours of pretty quality gaming.
Good content. It's just disappointing to me that it's 12 for the way that this platform is set up to be a streaming platform. This is not a console. You don't have to have a box. You don't have to have all these discs. They don't need all this. So now I'm just wondering what on their back end limits them to getting these games running and streaming to people. Because why aren't they launching with 50 plus of just games? Was it business? Was it hard to get deals to get these games? Is there something on the server back end to get them to stream properly that takes more than just, hey, we got to run this game on a box?
I feel like cloud. My answer is business, because the next raft of games that's supposed to come out by the end of the year, things like Final Fantasy 15, which maybe there's no reason why that can't be out now, Farming Simulator 19, Xenoverse 2. Yeah. Those are games that have been out for a while. Rage 2, Wolfenstein Youngblood. Yeah.
Borderlands 3.
Yeah, that one's a little more recently released, so I guess I kind of get that one, but maybe not. Maybe they wanted to continue to build hype for this thing, to keep a cadence of releasing games, but it's weird. It's a little weird.
And yeah, like I said, maybe there's something on the tech side I don't fully understand with what they have to do to stream these games, and if they have to do something, but special, like really special builds, or is it really just these companies are really wary about licensing to them for use?
Yeah, because I feel like, I don't know what obviously the business deal on the back end, but put Borderlands 3 on there now, and then you're not selling copies to people who own a PS4 or a computer or a PC or whatever. If they own Stadia, I can just play. If I own the Founders Pack, which everyone who's going to get it right now is Founders Pack people only, I don't need to pay anything extra to play those games. So if the deal on the back end for them isn't big enough for them to want to have it there at launch or even in the launch window, that's just what it says to me. It's not tech so much as that.
Yeah, they say in the article that we were looking at, Capcom and EA are absent, even though they were listed as participating in Stadia's launch window as of August, but none of their games are here.
Yeah, there's a little note here that says launch window means first few months after launch, and we're just talking about the first 6 weeks. Like, okay, I guess, but if we have everything through the end of the year, maybe there'll be more. But if there is more before the end of the year, why wouldn't they just say it?
Yeah,
maybe wasn't there an issue about having they have sold out all what they had or something like that, so they're not trying to sell more units, maybe?
But I mean, you don't actually need to have the box.
Well, right now you do. Right now you need...
Really? Because at PAX they were showing it, like, their big demo booth at PAX had people playing on phones without the box.
Okay, let me rephrase. You need to
controller, right?
Well, you need the controller, but you need to be in the Founders Pack thing to play it now, and then the free version comes later. That's what I meant.
Okay.
Because the Founders Pack does come with the box. Do I need it? No, because I can play with my controller on a browser at home or at work.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
They thought it like the box isn't specifically a necessary part.
No, it's not. It's
just a box you can hook up to stream the video to your TV.
Right. Yeah, but the Founders Pack is necessary to play now.
Right now.
Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, just wait, get a controller. I don't remember if they said it had to be their controller or it could be any Bluetooth controller. I can't remember that specifically. Oh,
the subscription is planned for next year. Right. So this really is just a pretty small test.
Yeah, it seems like it, right?
That definitely feels like this is they're still working probably on business deals, and then they don't want to tax their hardware too much right now.
Right, they want as low server load as possible, but still having the balance between games and making sure their shit doesn't melt, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's the enthusiast group who have signed on for this initial what the fuck was it called again? The Founders Edition.
Founders.
So I feel like maybe this is a beta, basically.
Kind of.
Public beta. Limited.
Kind of feels like that way.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm interested in Mortal Kombat 11, that being a fighting game, streaming.
It's true.
Playing over the internet with someone.
Samurai Showdown is as well.
Oh, that's true.
But they're both, fighting games tend to not be forgiving on the whole latency thing.
Well, Thumper 2 needs, it's that rhythm game.
They have to be doing some form of prediction there.
Well, there was, at BlizzCon, when Brad and I met up with the guy who works for Bungie that you remembered.
Yeah.
I segued the conversation into Destiny 2 getting ready for Stadia and just like how that's going. And he said, like, you won't believe how well it runs. Like, it runs really well. And I'm thinking, like, what internet do you have? All that kind of stuff. But in general, his enthusiasm was like through the roof for Stadia. And just in terms of, he said, in 5-10 years, this is how we're going to be playing games, and it runs much better than you would expect right now, even right now. So I'm cautiously optimistic.
Yeah.
But, it depends on your internet, of course. Yeah. For you, I don't know.
Oh, no, my internet's fine. My upload is kind of sketchy sometimes, but my download's fine. My download's like 50, 60. So, which is enough for... I mean, I don't even have a 4K screen in my house, so running anything at 1080 is at 60 frames per second. I can totally do that without issue.
Well, it's nice for us because the Founders Pack is 130, 120, whatever it is. But we needed a new streaming box anyways because our Roku we've had for 7 years, and it's a little finicky now. So this will probably segue this to being our main streaming box, and then I can just obviously use it to play on the TV. I'm more interested in playing on my MacBook on my lap.
I can see that.
That's what I was talking to Brad the other day when we were at BlizzCon, and he was like trying to talk me into getting a gaming laptop, and I was like, I already have enough gaming things in my house. He's like, I just feel like you're gaming. You'd just play more if you could play mobile like that. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, well, you're getting Stadia, and you could just use your MacBook and open a browser tab, and maybe that'll work. So we'll see, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm excited for it. I just like new things. I like new tech. Like, I think it's going to be... I'm not super excited to play the same games that I have everywhere else. I own all of those games except for Kine, Just Dance 2020, Guilt. and then the new part of Destiny 2. I don't own either. So.
And that's the sad thing about Destiny 2 is the fact that it's not going to cross-play with anything.
Yeah. I thought they had promised that or hinted at it.
Nope.
Okay.
It is its own separate thing. Yeah. So you get to play with Stadia people.
Great. I mean, I play them myself anyways.
Yeah, so I guess you will be playing by yourself, because I wonder how many of these are actually made to sell right now.
Yeah, I wonder too. Someone was commenting on, it was like, I think it was a Stadia subreddit, about some other tech launch. I can't remember what it was, if it was Google related or not. It might have been Google Pixel related or something, where they said like we had all pre-ordered, and then our pre-orders were delayed a couple weeks, but then you could just walk right into a Best Buy and buy it. So I'm not sure if they... That marketing pipeline or the whatever pipeline, the production pipeline was askew there. I
could order it right now.
The Founders Pack?
Yep.
Wow, I guess.
This is called the Stadia Premier Edition. Pre-order $130.
That's weird.
Stadia includes Chromecast.
Yeah.
When does it come out? Is this the Founders, or is it just
The Founders and Premier Editions of Google Stadia both retail for $130, and both include a Chromecast, Stadia controller, and Access Destiny 2. Only the Founders buyers get an exclusive dark blue controller, 3-month Stadia Pro for a friend, first choice of Stadia username for your account, and a Founders badge on that account. So I'm getting a fucking badge, okay?
Yeah, and you get your first picket name.
There you go. Yes,
I couldn't steal it from you.
I'm gonna pick something like Ben, or
yeah,
James, or something, just to piss people off.
But there you go. I guess then you could just buy them now if you really wanted to.
Yeah, I guess so, because it says both of those get access when it launches.
So yeah, it's just you get an extra special version. You get a special controller, which I'm sure you'll love.
When the hardware comes, yes, the blue one I will absolutely love. It will be somewhat limited at launch. The Stadia controller will only work wirelessly with the Chromecast Ultra and cannot be used as a generic Bluetooth controller with a phone or web browser at launch.
I'm sure that will be hacked and figured out pretty quickly.
Full Bluetooth support on the controller may be implemented at a later date. What the fuck? Oh, it can be used as a wireless controller with a USB connection on phones and PCs.
USB connection through a phone. That's funny. I mean, I could see using it as USB on a PC, but
or on my laptop. That's what I was wondering. Yeah, because I want to use it on my laptop. So
yeah,
that's weird. There's a lot of weird stuff about this that's just slightly off. That could be fine or could be a total disaster. For me.
I mean, it's kind of Google. It's kind of their thing.
To 3/4 ass something.
Kind of a lot of ways.
More than half-ass and less than full-ass.
Yeah, kind of. And usually it always, like, the stuff that's success... I mean, it's the normal... You see it in the tech industry a lot at the moment. Amazon does it a ton, too. They really just want to get out there. If it's successful, they'll put more resources behind it and get it to that very nice, fully complete state.
Yeah.
But if they didn't, well, at least they didn't spend all the money on it. Yeah. They can just sunset it. I mean, Google's done that with a ton of their different initiatives and tools that they've put out the web, which always makes me sad because those are things sometimes I've used.
Like Google, were you a Google Plus fan?
Not Plus. Was it Wave?
I don't even know what that was.
Exactly. A lot of people didn't use it. I think it was Wave, and it was like a collaboration tool. It was really cool.
Okay.
Yeah. And it got shut down.
Well, that was a long time ago. April 2012.
I know. I just remembered it because I was really excited for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it went away. And they've shut down a few other things recently that made me sad. Yeah. Just different little apps and stuff that they've had that they just were like, nah, we're not going to continue it.
Yeah.
But again, they just didn't want to. But it was never complete. So I kind of feel like they'll probably do something similar with Stadia of being like, okay, this is good enough. We'll see what people like about it. We can doing the Founders thing where it's kind of this like, honestly, feels like early access to me in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
You're paying for access to this thing to try it, and they can tweak it based on analytics and data.
Right.
Ideally, getting it to a better spot.
Well, and if it's good, then word of mouth is going to be like, this is good. So keep an eye out for the free whatever the hell the you can stream for free, right, for the version that comes out next year. Free tier, which does not require separate hardware purchase or $10 a month, is planned for next year. Right.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure exactly what you have to buy the games basically at that point.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
You buy access to the games.
Right.
And hope that Stadia is around forever.
Right, because you're buying the license for it, and then can't even download it to anything you own.
No.
So, I mean, like if Steam takes a shit, right, I can download all those games to my computer and then...
You could theoretically do that. We'll see if in the end, if Valve ever does what if they ever went away. Back in the early days, Gabe Newell always made the promise and said, like, hey, if we go away, we'll make a way so you can just get everything locally.
Right.
Before it happens.
Until your
not
hard drive
that
crashes.
Steam's going away anytime soon.
No,
but,
it's quite a juggernaut. This blue... Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, there's a way you can also like back up your game files on any game there.
Yeah.
I remember that can actually, if you have it downloaded, you can. There's an option in the local files and say, I just want to back up my game files. And it will like compress them and put them away.
Right. So you can physically have them, basically.
Yeah, you can actually have them stored on your own media.
Yeah. This blue controller, by the way, looks almost black. It's not quite.
Yeah, I was
going
to say that. It's like a very dark navy blue.
Yeah. So
$300 value.
What?
That was their ad. Introduced when they announced it. It was a tweet introducing Stadia Founders Edition, a $300 value for just $129.
Right, because you're getting like the games that come with the Pro. Yeah, exactly. And then the 3-month Stadia Pro Pass that I can give to you, basically. Yep. I'm not sure when you can use that though.
That's a good question. I mean, if they're doing this right, you should be able to give it to someone immediately, so you have someone to play games with.
Right. Yeah, like Destiny or Red Dead, Mortal Kombat 11, for example.
Exactly.
A lot of these are single-player games, though. I mean, I don't know about Guilt or Kine, but Destiny 2, Mortal Kombat 11, Samurai Showdown. Yep.
Yeah.
Right, there's no multiplayer with the rest of them. Maybe Just Dance 2020.
Yeah, it might. I don't know how that works, honestly. I mean, that might be in-room multiplayer.
I guess.
But yeah, and then the later ones, I mean, Borderlands 3 has it. I guess Final Fantasy 15 has some multiplayer now, if it includes everything.
Oh, right, that's true.
Maybe it includes everything?
Comrades or whatever it was called.
Yeah. BA. Yeah. I don't know. It's a thing. And then you have the stuff that's confirmed for next year, which was, Cyberpunk. Showing up on it. Like, next Doom, Orcs Must Die, Get Packed. Oh, I saw Get Packed. I know what that one is. And then Baldur's Gate 3, in a couple of years.
Yeah, that's not 2020.
That's not... I doubt Baldur's Gate 3 is 2020. I expect 2021 on that.
Well, this thing says a handful of other release titles that were promised for Stadia launch window have been delayed to 2020. I don't remember Baldur's Gate 3 being promised for the launch window at all.
They've never even announced a release date for Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
It's completely closed right now. Closed-lipped on any kind of release. And it's Larian, like... They haven't been working on it that long.
Right, and they're not going to put out an inferior product.
No, not for that one. Not at all.
I am interested in the December 5th, there's a release of Darksiders Genesis, which is kind of like the Darksiders Diablo-ish looking thing. So that's kind of cool to be able to take a look at that without, like Game Pass, basically. If it launches in Game Pass, you get to check it out just for your subscription. So.
Yeah, I'm really... Feels like this is going to compete a lot with Game Pass.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. Once this thing gets up and running for quote unquote next gen, next fall, basically this should be humming by then, if they're doing it right, because they want to compete with Game Pass, I assume. Yeah,
and I have to say, Game Pass is a really good deal.
Yeah, you're still playing on the PC one, right?
Yep. think I want to keep that one because it's just a lot of good games on there.
It's pretty fucking good value, man.
Yeah.
And there was a crazy thing when they launched the pass that I don't think you got this one, but the Ultimate basically, where it's the PC plus the console.
Yeah. I don't.
You read about this, right? Where if you basically just however long your live was when you bought into the $1 or whatever it was, bought a year or something like that, it would just extend to the end of your live. So if you had 3 years of live, you got 3 years of Ultimate Game Pass for almost nothing.
That's cool.
It was pretty cool, yeah. Although I didn't take advantage of that. I kind of wish they did something besides ABXY. But I guess I understand why, because porting the games over with different buttons would probably be fucking annoying.
Yeah. They don't want to be... Well, they wouldn't use Sony's stuff. Because those are actually... Sony chose symbols that they could trademark.
Yeah, right.
And copyright. Letters cannot be. So they'll just use the industry standard there.
Yep. That's a USB-C controller, I think.
It looked like it.
Yeah, that plugin looks like a USB-C. It says the 19th. I wonder if there's any chance that it'll be in my hands in a week. I sincerely doubt it. Although in a week I should have my hands on Jedi Fallen Order. So I pre-ordered that a long time ago. Nope, you don't.
Did I?
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it. It comes on Friday.
Mine, I ordered it before I had Prime, so mine's coming like next Thursday or something, which it's fine. I don't care. The previews sound freaking great.
Yes, they do.
And I don't care about Star Wars, and it still sounds great.
It's a combination of every genre that I'm okay with, basically. Hearing through mutual Discord servers and stuff, like some people that have worked on it and them talking about it, and it's very much it is thoughtful combat, so it has very Soulsy combat. It has lots of puzzle solving and exploration like the Uncharted games, and it has Metroidvania-esque level design. And based on some of the map stuff, it's really nice versions of it, because they will mark on the map things you can't get through yet, like red, and once you get the power or what you need to do it, they'll be marked as like, hey, you can go back here now and try these different paths. So it was a very, very nice quality of life thing of being able to see where you can progress now.
Right. I think I keep hearing Metroid, obviously mixed with Uncharted.
Yep.
And then obviously Star Wars. So
yeah, meaningful lightsaber combat basically is the key part there. You actually have to like dodge and parry, and you're not just mowing through guys, basically.
I don't know how Respawn is doing it, but they're basically... I know this isn't a Shadow or Stealth release at all, but I feel like it's not being hyped up by the EA machine as much as the other games.
I don't feel like EA has been hyping up any of their games a ton recently. I just haven't felt it at all. Which I also wonder if they just feel like they don't need to. Like, does this game just sell itself?
It feels like it does. I mean,
Madden, their sports games just sell themselves.
Right.
Because I also felt this way because I was randomly in Target earlier in over the weekend, and they had there's a new Plants vs. Zombies shooter thing.
Oh, Welcome to
Neighborhood? Yeah, and it's there. It was in Target.
Wait, it's already out?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that's your fucking point, yeah.
Exactly. And I'm like, did you advertise or anything on this? Do you care about advertising? Because it just doesn't feel like they do. Or it's just not being advertised to me anymore. Like, I guess that could be a very big thing, is this stuff just doesn't get advertised to me through the media, how I consume media now. Like, maybe people do get YouTube ads for it, and I just don't. Maybe they assume I already know so much about Star Wars it doesn't matter.
Well, that is interesting though, because the ways that I consume media now, like I'm not getting ads in Hulu. I'm not getting ads in Netflix. I don't watch YouTube. If there are YouTube ads, I'm not seeing them. Twitter ads, I don't really look at Twitter that much. Instagram is the thing I look at the most, I guess, and I don't see the ads there.
Actually, that's weird. Like, because I don't get ads either on Instagram. Like, none.
Oh, really?
But my wife gets a ton.
I get some, definitely, but I don't. It's like I get some food ads and book ads. Like I get a ton of book ads because most of my Instagram is Bookstagram stuff.
I'm wondering. I'm like, do I just not follow enough people? Like, because I do not get ads. Like, I'm looking at my Instagram feed right now, and there's not. I can just keep scrolling, and there's not a single ad.
You are probably doing something right then.
Like nothing. Yeah, it's just all people I follow. Nothing more.
Huh.
Yeah, and my wife gets a ton of them.
My wife seems to get ads. She'll. I mean, obviously we're on the same IP, so she might get some ads for things that I've been looking at. But mainly when she buys things for me, then she gets tons of ads on Instagram for those things that she already bought.
Weird.
It's so funny.
Yeah, I don't know. It's always been weird to me, but I'm hoping Fallen Order does well.
Yeah.
It looks good. I've been waiting for that. It's pretty much I focused in on that's going to be my game purchase for November. So even though there's a ton else around that has come out that I'm like can't play, but I kind of want to.
Like Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon. Although my kids don't seem all that excited for it, so that's easier for me to be like, all right, I'll pass right now until you're excited. I
just feel like just with all the data mines lately, there's just so much negativity about that game.
Yeah, and I don't think as a kid they would care.
No, of course not. But
players care.
They sure seem to.
Yeah, a kid won't care at all. Yeah, and I've been watching a ton of Death Stranding because I'm never gonna play it, but I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch just enormous amounts of streams while people are playing that game.
Is it intriguing?
It's so intriguing, kind of.
Oh, interesting.
In a way that I'm like, this is a super weird game, but there are definitely parts of it I'm like that trigger certain parts of gaming that I like to do, especially like the building and the like sharing of things to other players so they can use your like roads. Watched a guy on stream who built like this through like the snowy mountain area, just spent hours getting materials and stuff and building like this crazy energy zipline system to just traverse the entire thing. So he didn't really. It was cool in the end, and I'm like, okay, that it's weirdly compelling activities, hampered by Kojima bullshit. I guess so, because there's a lot of bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How many hours of cutscenes are there?
Not as much. Like, you definitely hit points where you're just like, okay, I'm going to be watching a cutscene for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But that's like where after you've played for like 10 hours.
Oh, okay.
Because there's a lot of just big areas where there's no cuts, like nothing. You're just walking the open world, delivering packages.
I saw some quote from Kojima saying that the reactions were mixed because Americans like first-person shooters or something like that.
Yeah, because it's weird, because all the reactions, like the reviews out of like Japan and Europe, are much more positive.
Really?
Like, super positive. But the U.S. critics and the U.S. market is more negative to it. But it kind of doesn't surprise. Maybe it just hits on like there are clearly cultural differences on what games sell in which regions, and which regions will put up with like weird out there games. Because honestly, it looks like a sci-fi weird version of like Truck Simulator.
Oh man, that does not sell out to me at all.
It is though. Like you watch it and you're like, yep. People are building road. They have to like build their infrastructure and stuff, but then they're using bikes and trucks and stuff to move cargo from one place to another place on the map, while avoiding rain that makes things age and decay and weird sci-fi oil creature things. I don't know. It's a weird game. It's kind of feels like it's a joke in a lot of ways. Like this is this big joke against the industry.
Oh man, that's a really expensive joke.
I guess so. I'm sure it's selling just fine though.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much stuff that just feels like that. Like you're in your little private quarters there. Like you can go into your private room, and then of course there's the there's bathroom stuff, so you can take a shower. Cool. You can get to see Norman Reedus's butt.
Nice. That's all I want.
There you go. But also, you can go to the bathroom, and you can go to the bathroom standing or sitting. And the first time I watched someone stream and they did this, they're like, all right, I'll go take a crap. And you do, and it ends, and it's like, it reprocesses your crap into grenades. EX grenade number 1 and EX grenade number 2. And you have stocks of pee and poop grenades.
Jesus Christ.
It's just like, this has to be a joke, right?
Yeah, right.
Like, really, at this point, this is just like levels of absurdity that is absurd, and you're just doing it to just screw with people. And
there are people that are just like so deep into their craft, like the auteur side, that it's just
it's totally an auteur side.
Just baffles me.
Kojima is totally an auteur. Like, yeah. He's completely okay with that, and he was just going to do it, and he spent tens and probably, I would say this game probably had a budget of somewhere around 40-50 million.
Yeah.
Making just an absolutely absurd game. Just absurd. But all the streamers that I've been watching day after day, they're like, I'm so conflicted with this game, but I'm still going to play it all day tomorrow. They don't want to stop playing it.
So it is compelling gameplay.
Yeah, they're like, this is super compelling for me for whatever reason. They don't completely know why.
That could either be like such a validation of a game or a complete indictment. I can't decide which one it is.
At this point, I don't know. It's just weird. It is weird, and it feels like a giant joke.
Yeah.
That Sony paid for.
Yeah. Well, hey, the Kojima name alone is going to sell it, so.
Yeah, and he did it, and it's super weird, and Conan O'Brien's in it.
I read something also that
so many characters in there.
Famitsu writers or whatever in the game too.
Oh, I'm sure. So clearly, because Conan actually even did a segment showing how he got in the game. They just basically had the Kojima offices over in Tokyo, and it just was like a 360 camera thing with facial cameras as well, and they would just have people come in and sit and get photographed so that they could be imported into the game. Edgar Wright's in it, the director. Of course, Guillermo del Toro. Who else have I seen in there that was just like weird? Jeff Keighley.
Yeah.
He was there, voiced by Matt Mercer. That was weird.
Wait, Jeff Keighley's character is voiced by Matt Mercer?
Uh-huh.
That is odd.
It is odd. It's really weird.
Man, speaking of Matt Mercer, by the way, that tweet you sent me, the fucking Witcher...
the Witcher live play tabletop RPG? Yeah.
Yeah, with Doug Cockle as fucking Geralt and then Mercer as Dandelion. That's going to be amazing.
I can't believe it, honestly. I cannot believe that they got them to play those characters.
Oh my god, I can't fucking wait. Was there a date attached to that?
November 17th.
Oh my god, it's so close. So soon.
Yeah. I'm looking
forward to it. Oh, it's a Sunday. Oh.
Yeah, it's going to be hilarious.
Oh boy, I can't wait.
So, yeah, I mean, this is transition to what we're playing. I actually haven't played a ton. I've been working a crap ton.
Stop that.
I should, but we shipped an update today, actually.
Oh, nice.
So that's good, which got a lot of, at least the proof of concept and a lot more compelling features into the game. Factions, so there's a little bit more personality to everything. So, yeah, beyond trying to get your fleet to find a new home, you have factions in your fleet that all want different things, and you're trying to balance what they want, and try not to get them so they don't mutiny, and because when they mutiny, it's really bad.
Right.
And so we put in this whole system for it with a bunch of new content art. Felt really good. So I've just been working a lot on that, and then been so tired, so I've just been watching Death Stranding streams because I don't want to buy another game right now. Right, of course. I have Fallen Order coming on Friday, and I plan on playing the crap out of that. So I'm just kind of biding my time a little bit. Some Slay the Spire still here and there. So that's really kind of what I've been doing.
For me, I didn't get to watch it, but the 40-minute Sakurai fucking send up of Terry Bogard was
Yeah.
apparently legendary. I can't wait to see it eventually, but that dropped. And I check out every player when it comes out, and some of them click. Like, as much as I liked Banjo and Kazooie and wanted them in the game, I don't really like playing as them very much, which is fucking hilarious to me. But this Terry Bogard guy, who I had no fucking clue who he was, plays like a dream. That character is so fucking fun to play. It's unreal. Like one of my top 3 favorites. In fact, yeah, it's really, 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 really good. And it has like, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know this character, but there's like you kind of throw like a fire flame. There's a move that kind of closes the distance where you kind of turn into like almost like a blue lightning bolt kind of thing. You can tell that I don't know what the fuck his moves are called.
I don't know either.
But
like, I know who the character is.
Mm-hmm.
I know Fatal Fury. I know the franchise tangentially because of fighting games.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never played it. I don't know.
Yeah, and it's just like Ken Ryu, where he's also put in the inputs from the original game that you can play. So like, there's unless I'm playing him wrong, like if you forward or back B or forward or back an A or whatever, like do different kind of kicks or whatever. But if you do like a down and roll to back and then A or B, it does like a totally different kind of flip kick that you can't do any other way. So there's a couple like hidden moves like that, and then he has a go meter where when you get to the I think when your stamina is low or something like that, you build this meter, and then you're able to do input commands like in Fatal Fury to do like these really fucking powerful moves. I don't know if it's broken, because I'm really good with this character so far, and I think that just means that it's broken. So I'm sure it'll be patched at some point, but it's fucking fun. It really is. And then I played some Beat Saber with my wife. There's a Panic at the Disco pack, so I downloaded that. And then turned it on expert mode, but turned off the arrow, so it's just like punching the colored cubes, and it's just like I was dying last night. I was sweating so much. And then I played a level of Astrobot
Nice.
VR mission. God, that's fucking just amazing. I need to keep going on that because it's an experience that is unlike anything I've ever played in my life. So that's all the gaming I've been doing. Lots and lots of work.
Yeah.
Otherwise, so much fucking work. I got home tonight at 10:15, and I've been at school since 8.
Oh.
So it's that kind of day. And then back at it tomorrow at 8.
Oh.
Yeah. So, but this is the commitment that I put in for our podcast listeners, even though I can't read a calendar. Oh man. Anything else for the good of the podcast?
I think that's good.
Sounds good. Well, this is episode 217 of Prof and Dev Play Games. He is the dev at Summer Speak. I am the professor at Prof Plays Games. Please give us a rating on your podcast service of choice. Check us out on Patreon at Prof and Dev Play Games. Search that. $1 get a shout out. $5 get to comment read on this show. And then our Patreon supporters from last month, we will bring in their topics for our episode next week.
Let's do it.
And then we'll also be talking about Star Wars Fallen Order.
Yes,
apparently.
we will.
So, sounds good. Thanks for listening, folks.
Later, everyone.